Obia man arrested in Jamaica. And guess for what? Rape. More information on this coming right up right after the intro, so no go nowhere.
Right now you know we unstoppable. Unstoppable, that mean them can't stop you. Unstoppable, now we are trained.
Welcome back, viewers. If this is your first time to this channel and you're not hit that subscribe button yet, please consider hitting the subscribe button now. So once we upload a video, you will continue to be alerted. So people, a Obia man in Jamaica has been arrested for allegedly having sexual intercourse with a woman and her daughter. Really? Now tell me say I saw it go. Now this man is a well-known man in Manchester and him known as an Obia man in the community. Now he was arrested last Friday for allegedly having sexual intercourse with a woman and her 14-year-old daughter, people. But guess what the man used? Forget what I want, people. Now, according to the police, the woman and her daughter both went to the man's yard, who is the Obia man, of course, and the man tell them, say, in order for him remove the dopey from them, him have to have sex with the two of them. Now catch this. It is reported that the man had sex with the mother 3 times and 8 times with the daughter. Nah, man. There is no way that is right. And in no way is that okay. No. A resident in the area say persons in the community hear noise coming from the man's house, and that is how them find out what was happening and reported it to the police. And the man was subsequently arrested. Now one thing me can say is this. Me don't know about Uno, but I personally hope that the mother get arrested too. Oh my son. The news report didn't say whether the mother was arrested or not. It only said that the man was arrested. But me personally, I hope said the mother was arrested too. Because nobody but the mother put her daughter in that predicament. Nobody else is to be blamed for what happened to that 14-year-old. Nobody else but the mother. What want to say to that? Real talk. How can you as a mother be so sure? Watch on, man, people. I'm done with this, because it is upsetting. Talk to me down in the comment section and let me know if it's just as upsetting for you as it is upsetting for me. Because a 14-year-old, and listen, man, 8 times, people. 8 times. Talk to me down below, yeah, man. Moving on to our next topic. So, as you know, the Jamaicans and the cruise ship are finally home in Jamaica now. And it was kind of a roller coaster ride for quite a while. You understand? Where the Jamaican government came under some fire, came under strong, heavy attack from the Jamaican people and said, yo, bring home the people. Them. Well, they are actually home now, and the Prime Minister of Jamaica actually spoke out and welcomed them home. Watch that little clip here of Mr. Andrew Holness coming home the Jamaicans who were stuck on the cruise ship.
Welcome home. I'm pleased to report that we have made all the arrangements for your safe return. I know this has been a difficult journey for you. I know the anxiety you feel being away from your families. I get your text messages. I imagine, however, that you have been reading and listening to the news, so you know that you are among more than 100,000 seafarers of different nationalities all across the world who are having these same challenges in being repatriated during this terrible pandemic. What you may not know is that you are also among close to 2,000 Jamaican seafarers who want to make their way home as well, and almost 9,000 Jamaicans in 88 countries right across the world who have already applied on the Jam COVID app to return home. It is important for your note that we have been in discussions with Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, your employers, from as far back as April 21, when we wrote exploring ways for your return. The cruise line has been very cooperative. However, cruise ships all over the world have had outbreaks and even deaths. Therefore, we have had to agree on strong protocols and make detailed preparations for your safe and convenient re-entry and to protect the public health for your families locally. The discussions with Royal Caribbean, which happened at the highest levels, were quite complicated and could not be publicly disclosed until they were finalized. Unfortunately, this created room for misinformation, mischief, and there's a lot of that going around, and your own uncertainty. Be assured, however, that without fanfare, we have always been diligently working to get you home, and you have never been forgotten. So let me share with you some information about this process and some of what has happened here while you were away. Because we agreed with the ship owners to get you here as quickly as possible, the ship will be alongside for refueling and restocking today, May 19th, and tomorrow, May 20th, so that this does not compromise the sterile area needed for the disembarking and testing process. The parish medical officer will board and declare the ship a quarantine area. This is for legal reasons, and you know that ships operate under special laws. We will phase your disembarkation for testing. After your sample is taken, you will be transported to a quarantine facility, at which point your 14-day quarantine period will begin. It may take approximately 3 days to receive your test results, and once your test is negative, you will be allowed to complete the remainder of the 14-day quarantine period at home. If your test is positive, however, you may be required to remain in a state isolation facility until you have been cleared by the health authorities. Please use this time prior to disembarkation to update your home address details to facilitate home quarantine, as well as to complete the immigration and customs C5 forms online. I also want to use this opportunity to tell you about some of the changes you will find at home since the pandemic. Jamaica has done well so far with the disease. Today is the second consecutive day with no new cases. This has been because of the strong measures, enforcement, and discipline and responsibility that the Jamaican people have shown. Where persons break the law, there are strict penalties, including fines as high as $1 million and up to 6 months in prison. These are not normal times. We are working hard to keep everyone safe. You will notice I started my presentation by wearing a mask. Masks are now mandatory in public places. Everyone has to wear a mask. I hope you are already wearing yours. We have limits on the number of persons who can gather in public spaces, no more than 10. Beaches, rivers, waterfalls, clubs, and other places of amusement are all closed. There is an island-wide curfew in place. We just started limited reopening of bars and churches, but they have very restrictive protocols and limited hours. Our seniors, everyone over 65, must stay at home, except to leave once per day for the essentials of life. This is because the virus is most deadly to the elderly and people who have comorbidities such as heart problems, diabetes, obesity, asthma, and other respiratory problems. So when you go home to complete your quarantine, please take it seriously. Not enough is known about the virus, so even if you feel fine, it is best to be careful. During your quarantine, give your mother, your father, your grandmother, or other elderly relatives a call. Tell them how much you love them, but try not to interact with them physically. Better safe than sorry. I know you have not seen your spouses, your significant others, your children, friends for a long time, and you are anxious to do so. And even though you may have tested negative, there is still a risk of infection. So please faithfully wait out the incubation period of 14 days. As part of the home quarantine protocol, you will be required to download the Jam COVID app if you have not done so already, and to keep your phone charged. This is going to be the monitoring tool that allows you to quarantine at home. You will be required to submit a video check-in periodically during the day. I know these things sound heavy, they sound strict, and you just want to go home. I'll say it again, these are not normal times. So in the interest of your health, the health of your families and communities, the well-being of our public health system, our public health officers, our doctors and nurses, our security forces, and all our frontline workers, please take seriously the responsibility that comes with coming home during this pandemic. I say to you, welcome home. And when you get home to your home, stay home as much as possible and stay safe. Blessings, one love.
And from the entire Unstoppable family, I said the very same thing to you. Welcome home and stay safe. Watch out, this has been another one from Unstoppable TV. Like, share, comment, and if this is your very first time to this channel and you like the way how we present with content, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. So once you upload a video, you will continue to be alerted. No matter what, don't make nobody stop you. I'm unstoppable. I'm gone.
Right now, you know we unstoppable. Unstoppable.